Hello friends, welcome to my channel Grammarian Bhai, and today let's solve workbook solution of class 10 from treasure chest the elevator. So here I'm going to discuss MCQs and some of the given extracts question answers. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. So let's begin. So here is the multiple choice questions. The first one: which of the following statements about the elevator in Martin's building is not correct? So here option C, its door could stay open for long. Second one, why was the narrator gasping for breath when he reached his home? So here option B is correct. He used the stairs to reach his home on 17th floor. Next, number 3. What was Martin's fear about the elevator in his building? So here option D is correct, both A and B. Next, number 4. Which of the following is incorrect about the lady who entered the elevator? So here option B is correct. She had sharp brown eyes. Number 5. Why did Martin feel ashamed of himself when he returned home after school? So here option A is correct, for being afraid of an old lady. Number 6, Martin said it wasn't possible. What was it that Martin felt like a nightmare? So here option C, seeing the lady for the second time in the elevator. Number 7, what did Martin's father say when he told him about the lady? So here option B is correct. Martin should ignore the old lady. Next, how did Martin's father feel when he fell down and broke his leg? So here option C is correct. Silent and apathetic. Number 9, why did Martin feel secure in the elevator after he returned from the hospital? So here option B is correct. His father was with him in the elevator. Number 10, what did Martin plead with his father when he left him alone in the elevator? So here option A, to let Martin accompany him. Number 11, choose the option that lists the sequence of events in the correct order. Here option B is correct. Number 12, select the option that shows the correct relationship between statements. So first statement is the cause for second. Here option A is correct. Now let's see the context questions. You go through by the extracts. Let me directly provide the answers. So the first question is, where does Martin feel nervous? Why? So the answer will be, Martin feels nervous in the elevator because he was afraid that the elevator would stop suddenly or fall, or that he would be trapped all alone inside it for hours. Second question, why was the elevator in his building unpleasant to use? So the answer will be, the elevator in his building was unpleasant to use because of its poor lighting, dirty walls, and with defective door that never stayed open for long and shut with loud noise. It was also too small and could carry only 3 people. Next, question number 3. What was the other option besides the elevator? Was it better than the elevator? Give reasons to support your answers. So the answer will be, the other option besides the elevator was the stairs. It was not better than the elevator because they were equally bad and scary. There were no windows and no lights. Next, question number 4. How did the size of the elevator affect the narrator later in the story? So the answer will be, The size of the elevator affected the narrator later in the story, as its size was very small, only could carry three people. He had the squeegee experience in the elevator with the fat lady, and due to her, he used stairs, fell, and broke his leg. Next question number 5. Explain how does this extract act as a foreshadow in the story? So the answer will be this extract acts as a foreshadow in the story as Martin find uncomfortable in elevator. He feared that the elevator would fall. Furthermore, his father used to scold him for not using the elevator. Next, second extract. And the first question of the extract 2 is, who is he referred in this extract? What did he ask Martin? Why? So the answer will be, he is referred to Martin's father in this extract. He asked Martin to use the elevator. His father asked him to use the elevator since he is skinny and weak and bad at sports and also a coward. Second question, state the three adjectives used for Martin and why. So the answer will be, the three adjectives used for Martin are first skinny, second weak, third bad. Because Martin is frightened to use the elevator. He used to feel nervous in the elevator. That's why these adjectives are used apparently for him. Next question, what does Martin promise himself? Does he succeed? Name the other thing which he got used to. So the answer will be, Martin promises himself to get used to the elevator. No, he does not succeed. His fear of the elevators got better of him and took the form of an imaginary fat lady whom he met for the first time in the elevator. Next question, what was his fear about the elevator? Did that happen at the end of the story? Give reason for your answer. So the answer will be, his fear about the elevator is that the elevator would fall. Yes, at the end of the story, he used the stairs and fell down from it and broke his leg. He broke his leg because he was afraid in using the elevator, so he used the stair and fell from it. Number 5. Explain briefly the characteristic traits of Martin based on this extract. So the answer will be, Martin was a nervous looking 12 years old boy who was thin, weak and timid. As a result, he was bad in sports and was bullied at school. He was afraid of using the elevator. He was not able to face the danger and overcome his fears. Next extract number 3, and the first question of extract 3 is, what did Martin think about her all day and why? So the answer will be, Martin thought about the fat lady, whether she lived in the building or she was visiting somebody in this building. He thought of her because she used to often accidentally meet with Martin in the elevator, and she used to keep staring at him and looking at him. Her presence in the elevator was quite uncomfortable for Martin. Second question, why was Martin nervous when he got back to his building after school? So the answer will be, Martin was nervous when got back to his building after school because He had encountered with the fat lady in the elevator, and Martin was sank under her weight, and he had to squeeze himself into a corner. She used to stare at Martin till the elevator reached the first floor. Hence, Martin was already afraid of using the elevator. Now, besides the elevator, he is afraid of fat lady. Next question. Why did Martin feel ashamed of himself? What does it reveal about him? So the answer will be Martin felt ashamed of himself at the thought of getting scared of an old lady. It reveals that Martin has no courage to face the danger and overcome his fear. Number four, why did Martin hope that the elevator would not stop? What happened when it did stop on the third floor? So the answer will be Martin was scared of that fat lady, so he thought the elevator would not stop on the third floor because if it stopped, then the fat lady may enter. When the elevator stopped on the third floor, the fat lady entered, staring at him in the elevator. Number five, what according to you Martin found scarier, the elevator or the old lady? Give reasons to support your answer. So the answer will be according to me, Martin found scarier in both the cases, the elevator as well as the old lady. He was scared of the elevators, thinking that it would fall or that he would be trapped all alone in it. On the other hand, the old lady was also scarier because Martin has bad experience in the elevator. He had to squeeze himself into a corner. She used to stare at him, so he tried to escape from the old fat lady. So he ran down the dark stairs, fell, and broke his leg. Next, extract number four, and the first question is what was the mistake Martin think he was probably making? Why did he think so? So the answer will be the mistake Martin thought was making probably to inform somebody about the woman who was often found with him in the elevator and kept staring at him. He informed his father, but his father did not help him. Instead, scolded him for being afraid of some poor old fat lady. Second one, why did Martin feel that he had to tell somebody about the woman? Whom did he decide to tell and why? So the answer will be Martin felt that he had to tell somebody about the woman because he thought that woman was always staring at him in the elevator as if going to kidnap him. Hence he was afraid of her. So he decided to tell his father, thinking that his father would help him to get rid of that fat lady. Number three, what was the one thing that Martin found strange about the lady and why? So the answer will be the one thing that Martin found strange about the old fat lady was that she was with him in the elevator twice and she just kept staring at him without stopping for a minute. Hence, he was worried about that. Number four, Martin's father asked him what was he worried about now? What was he afraid about earlier? What did his father say about him then? So the answer will be Martin's father asked him what he was worried about now when Martin told about the fat lady who keep on staring at him in the elevator. Earlier, he was afraid of using the elevator, and now he is afraid, even the old fat lady. His father said that in a helpless manner what he could do with him. He was surprised to see his son getting afraid of some poor old lady. Next one, number 5. Give a character sketch of Martin's father based on the extract. So the answer will be Martin's father does not share an intimate relationship with his son. He never shows any concern, care, and love for Martin. Whenever Martin wanted to talk to him, he remained indifferent to his feelings and concerns. He, being a father, chides him for being too thin and skinny and for not taking any interest in sports. He never listened to his son and failed to understand him. He was an unresponsive father. Next, extract number 5, and the first question is, why did Martin start running down the stairs? How did he fall? So the answer will be, when Martin saw the old fat lady in the elevator, he was scared and so he started running down the stairs. The stairs being dark, he fell down and broke his leg. Second question, what were Martin's father's feelings on the way to hospital? How had he reacted earlier when Martin took the stairs to reach his house on the 17th floor? So the answer will be Martin's father's feeling on the way to the hospital was silent and apathetic. He was disappointed and angry with him for being a coward and a fool when earlier Martin took the stairs to reach his house on the 17th floor. Number 3, why would Martin not be able to use the stairs? How do you think Martin would have been affected by this condition? So the answer will be Martin would not be able to use the stairs because he had broken his leg and he needed to walk on crutches. Martin is affected by this condition as he has broken his leg and not able to walk, so cannot use the stairs. Next, number 4, why did Martin think that fat lady had smiled and knew what was going to happen to him? So the answer will be Martin was afraid and scared of the old fat lady. Hence he thought that her smile caused him to fall and break his leg. Since he was afraid of her, he knew that something wrong was going to happen. So out of fear, he ran and fell and broke his leg. Next, explain briefly what could have given rise to Martin's thoughts about the fat lady. So the answer will be, by seeing the fat lady twice in the elevator, Martin was afraid. He thought that the fat lady could harm him as she was staring at him all the time. So Martin suspected her when he found her all alone in the elevator with him. He wanted to escape from her. He used stairs and fell and broke his leg. He did not rise above his fears and grow up to be a strong man as his father wanted to be. Next extract, number 6, and the first question is, how did Martin remain alone in the elevator? What did his father tell him? So the answer will be, after coming back from the hospital, Martin was accompanied by his father in the elevator. But his father got off at the 9th floor to visit Mrs. Ullman, leaving Martin alone in the elevator. He pleaded with his father to take him along, but he did not. His father told him to rise above his fears and grow up to be a strong man, both physically and mentally. Second question, why did Martin want to press the button 9 on the elevator? What had happened instead? So the answer will be Martin wanted to press the button 9 on the elevator because to accompany his father, but the elevator did not stop at it. It stopped at the 10th floor where the fat lady was waiting and she got into the elevator. Number three, why could Martin not move out of the elevator? What happened thereafter? So the answer will be Martin could not move out of the elevator because he was in crutches and too slow to get past that fat lady in time to get out from the elevator. The door shut and the elevator began to move, and that fat lady got into the elevator and greeted him by his name. Number four, why do you think that the lady laughed and then pushed the stop button? Give a reason to support your answer. So the answer will be I think that the fat lady laughed and then pushed the stop button because the fat lady knew that Martin was scared of her. That was the inner fear Martin had. So the fat lady laughed at him seeing Martin again in the elevator. Last question. The story ends in a cliffhanger. What is a cliffhanger? Explain what, according to you, would have happened at the end. Give reasons to justify your views. So the answer will be the story ends in a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger is a story or a situation, often dangerous or of great importance, where two opposite results are possible and one does not know what the result will be until the last moment. So the author has left the story here at a cliffhanger for the readers to decide what happened to Martin. According to me, at the end, Martin would have felt very angry with the fat lady, but gradually he might have faced his fears and got rid of his fears of the fat lady and of the elevator forever. And if you think the video is helpful to you, please subscribe the channel and like the video.